now.
Okay.
In the meantime, if you have better Twitch TV, spam that rip stream.
Wait, can I switch mics for a second? Hey, back.
Okay.
Okay, we are back, it looks like. Sorry, who wanted to switch mics?
I do.
Yeah, sorry about this tonight, guys. This is like the technical difficulty from Hell Night.
I expected no response to that because he was switching mics.
Thank you.
I know,
Thanks, guys.
I think he was waiting for permission. Vince, are you speaking? We can't hear you.
I was saying,
Yeah.
I was apologizing for the problems.
I want to hear those apologies.
So many issues.
I am sorry that Discord and OBS is being a cunt.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Such a con.
I can just imagine you like twirling your hair and like blowing like a balloon bubble.
Oh, you guys.
Vince is just flirting with Twitch.
Yeah. So who's switching out their mic again?
Go,
Okay.
go.
Does GUI have any lines coming up? Henchman, show me officer, navigation.
Is the stream back up?
Yes.
It is.
It is. I think we're just waiting on Gooey Goo Goo.
Okay.
Oh, okay, I was trying to find it on my cell phone. It wasn't. Oh, here it is. Oh, it said it was for 0 viewers. That's why it reset itself.
Viewers lost.
Okay. I think we can go. He doesn't have any parts coming up extremely soon.
Alright, I'll take a step back here. Ray steps on the gas and drives off. Outside the street, the random cop continues firing at the SUV. He ends up hitting one of their tires. Inside Eddie's Prius, Eddie and Danny are panicked as they drive down the street. More cars have joined the chase, making around 10 cop cars in total now in the pursuit.
Danny?
My bad. What have you done, Eddie?
Eddie doesn't respond and continues driving. Inside Kennedy's car, Kennedy races down the street. She looks to her left to see Eddie's Prius speeding the other way with a host of police officers cars in pursuit.
Check.
So many issues tonight.
Oh, she spoke, but we couldn't hear her.
Mm-hmm.
Needs
Oh
to-
no, audio issues.
I'll handle her line this time.
Okay.
What the fuck? Kennedy takes out her phone and dials a number. She holds the phone to her ear.
What?
The problem was understated. Inside the twins SUV, the SUV struggles to accelerate. The tires make a thumping sound and the SUV starts rocking. The tire pressure rapidly decreases. Ray bangs his hand on the steering wheel.
Fuck, bloody fuck!
Now what?
I'm going to pull over.
What?
Call AAA or something.
Are you fucking serious?
Do you have anything else in mind? We'll hail a cab or something.
Charles ponders for a few seconds.
Alright then. Fucking pull over.
Outside in the street, Ray puts on the hazard lights and pulls over to the side of the road. Eddie continues driving. He glances at the dashboard.
Shite.
What?
We're almost out of petrol.
Can't you switch to electric?
No, I used up all the battery earlier.
Inside Kennedy's car, Kennedy is still on the phone with Val.
You got it working, scripture?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What page? 28?
29.
28.
29 on the PDF, 28 on the
At the-
script.
oh,
Don't
yeah.
worry, boss. No?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Don't worry, boss. I'll find them and bring them back to you.
Good go.
Kennedy puts her phone away. She looks ahead of her and sees the twins' SUV pulled over to the side. She slams on the brakes. Drivers behind her honk furiously. Kennedy rolls down the window and sticks her middle finger out. She reaches to the back seat, grabs a shotgun, and then gets out of the car. Kennedy turns around to the pileup she caused by parking in the middle of the road. She points the shotgun straight at the cars. Men, women, and children on the sidewalk scream. Dogs bark. Several people get out of their cars and run for their lives. Other drivers don't give a shit and just drive around and pass her. Kennedy turns back and marches towards the twins' SUV. The twins are out of the car. Ray is on the phone. Kennedy shoots the back window of the SUV, shattering the glass. The twins jump, startled. Kennedy continues marching towards them.
Who the fuck are you?
Put your fucking hands up and drop the fucking phone!
Nice script check. Ray drops the phones and puts his hands up. Charles tries to grab his gun from the
Fucking
car.
badass.
Kennedy shoots him right in the shoulder. Charles screams in pain.
I said put your fucking hands up!
Charles freezes. He tries putting his hands up, but the gunshot wound in his right shoulder makes that difficult.
Okay, walk ahead of me towards the car.
The twins walk towards Kennedy. Charles hunches over as he walks. He clutches his shoulder with his left arm. As they approach her, Ray makes a sudden move and tries disarming Kennedy, who masterfully grabs his right arm, tackles him to the ground, and puts him in an armbar. Ray screams in agony.
Don't fuck around, or I'll Ronda Rousey the shit out of your arm.
Kennedy releases, and Ray breathes heavy, relieved of the tension of his arm about to snap. Kennedy points the gun at him.
Get up.
I think I have nerve damage.
Shut up and stand the fuck up.
Ray struggles, but eventually stands up straight.
Go to the car. Move.
The twins walk in front of Kennedy and head to her car. She keeps the shotgun pointed at their backs. Inside Eddie's Prius, Eddie and Danny are panicking.
What are we gonna fucking do? We have many miles. How many miles do we have left?
I don't know. Maybe 10 or 20?
Shit.
We're driving towards the countryside right now. We can try to hop a cargo train or some.
Are you crazy?
Do you have any other ideas?
Several.
Like what?
Stop and get petrol.
Look behind you, you idiot! How are we gonna stop for petrol?
I'll be your hostage. Just pretend you've kidnapped me. They won't fire at you.
Eddie mulls over the plan in his head for a few seconds.
That might actually work. Holy shit, Danny! You're a genius!
Outside in the street, Kennedy opens the trunk of the car.
Get in.
It's a little small for the both of us, don't you think?
And you shot my bloody shoulder. It won't be very comfortable.
This isn't supposed to be a fucking bed and breakfast.
But please show us some humanity and maybe some hospitality.
Kennedy stares at the twins. She points her gun at Ray.
You, in the trunk.
Points her gun at Charles.
You, in the front seat.
The twins obey her orders. They're terrified of her. Inside Kennedy's car, she hops in the driver's seat and points the shotgun at Charles' head.
Shooting a shotgun in a car isn't a very good idea.
Kennedy rolls her eyes and tosses the shotgun in the back seat. She reaches down to her left and grabs a pistol, cocks it, and points it at Charles' head.
Don't fuck around, or I'll blow your head off. Mark my word.
Charles nervously nods. Kennedy drives a little bit forward, makes a traffic-stopping U-turn, and drives the other way. Inside Eddie's Prius, Eddie glances out the front windshield, scanning for the nearest gas station. Danny searches for something in the glove box.
Why are there no fucking petrol stations?
Danny doesn't answer.
What are you doing?
Looking for a bag or something to put over my head. We need to make this legit.
Danny finds something. He takes out a brown paper bag.
This'll work.
Danny places the bag over his head. He immediately gags and coughs.
There's fucking dried up vomit and mold and shit in all this. What the fuck?
Eddie swipes the paper bag away from Danny and tosses it in the back seat.
We don't need that. It'll be fine, alright.
Why is there vomit and mold and shit in the bag?
Don't ask questions.
Eddie continues driving. Cars pull over left and right as the sounds of police sirens wail loudly in the background. Inside Kennedy's car, Kennedy drives, the pistol still pointed straight at Charles' face. She stops at a red light and pulls out her phone, dials a number, and presses the phone against her ear.
Yeah.
I have the twins.
Good, good.
I'm coming back to the club.
I'll be in my office.
Kennedy puts her phone away. The light turns green. She drives off.
If you could so kindly keep your finger off the trigger, that would make me feel a lot more better about this current situation.
It wouldn't be very threatening then, would it?
I would greatly appreciate it.
Kennedy points the gun down at the twins' foot. Bang! She fires. Charles screams in pain.
Ah, my foot! That's my blood!
No shit!
Foot.
Inside Eddie's Prius, Eddie continues scanning the sides of the street for a gas station. The police are in close pursuit. Eddie spots something in the distance.
Found one.
He looks a little closer.
Heck,
What?
that's a Chevron.
So?
This shit's expensive, man. I don't want to waste my money on that.
Doesn't matter, Eddie. Jesus Christ, you're very selfish. Do you know that?
Dies.
I would have preferred a Valero or Acro or something.
Eddie puts on his blinker to turn left into the gas station.
Why are you putting on your blinker?
Shut it!
Outside the gas station, Eddie pulls his Prius up to a pump. The police cars create a perimeter around the gas station. There's no escape route. Eddie and Danny see the police are surrounding them.
Oh,
We should have thought it through.
this was your idea. Now give me the damn gun.
Danny hands Eddie the gun. Eddie points it at Danny's head.
I would appreciate it if you would put that safety on.
Eddie puts the safety on.
Happy?
I actually am.
Just get out of the car with your hands up.
Get out of the car with your hands up.
Danny gets out of the car with his hands up. Outside the gas station, Eddie quickly gets out of the car and races behind Danny to hold the gun to his head. A buzz reverberates through the police officers.
Drop your weapons now.
Let me refill my tank or I'll shoot him in the head.
We have you surrounded. There's no point. Just drop the gun.
Eddie doesn't listen. He starts to carefully go through the process of filling up with gas, making sure Danny stays in front of him at all times. Inside Kennedy's car, Charles breathes loudly and grits his teeth in pain as Kennedy still has the gun pointed in his face. Kennedy pulls into the back of the strip club. She parks and gets out of the car. Outside the strip club in the back parking lot, Kennedy opens the back door and retrieves her shotgun.
I'll come back for you later.
She walks around, opens the trunk, and points the shotgun at Ray.
Get out.
Gets out of the trunk. Kennedy tosses the pistol inside and closes it. She grabs Ray by the neck with her free hand, forcefully leads him to the back entrance of the club, and opens the door with her foot. Inside the strip club, Kennedy walks through a dimly lit hallway and opens a door to her left. Inside Val's office, she kicks Ray in the back and he falls to the floor. Val sits back in the chair behind his desk.
Good work, Kennedy. Where's the other one?
Still in the car. I shot him a couple times, so he ain't going anywhere.
That's my girl. Bring him to me.
Yes, sir.
Kennedy walks out of Val's office. In the gas station, Eddie's just about finished filling up his Prius with gas.
What's the plan now?
I don't know. This was your fucking idea.
We didn't expect them to surround us like this.
Eddie glances around, thinking about what they should do next.
Run
Where?
into the store. We could run out the back or something.
I can't think of anything else.
Let's go on tree. Tree.
A shotgun clicks.
Drop the gun.
An Indian gas station employee presses a shotgun against Eddie's back. Eddie's eyes widen. He drops the gun.
You, hands up.
Eddie puts his hands up.
Kid, come here.
Eddie and Danny both have concerned looks on their faces. I'd say so, right? They stare into each other's eyes for a few seconds. Is this the last time they'll see each other?
Don't worry. I'll fix this. I'll get the gems. It'll be okay. We'll be okay.
Danny runs towards the cop cars. 3 police officers rush over to Eddie. Officer Williamson in his mid-20s approaches Danny.
Here, kid. Hop in my car. We're going to the station. Ask you a few questions.
How long will that take?
I couldn't say. This whole thing seems pretty wild, so I wouldn't be surprised if you were there the rest of the day and possibly into the night.
What? I have a potluck to get to.
Sorry, it's protocol.
Officer Williamson leads Danny to the back of the car and walks around to sit in the driver's seat. Inside his cop car, Officer Williamson starts the car and drives away. Danny nervously fidgets. He stares into space. Insert Tom the Tiger viciously and violently devouring human flesh. He roars. Danny screams. He's sweating. Officer Williamson looks back.
PTSD kicking in already?
Is it really necessary to go to the station?
It's my first week and I can't mess this up.
It's your first week.
Yeah.
Can you please take it easy on me, man? I just got kidnapped and was held at gunpoint. I need some release, and I don't think spending the rest of my day at a police station will help me recover.
Well, where do you want to go?
Val Gal Strip Club.
Oh yeah, they've got the best. And they open right... Are they open right now?
I know a guy. I'll give you my best number. I'll give you my number or something. Tell whoever needs to talk to me. They can call me later for my statement and questions or whatever. I really have things to do.
Mr. Williamson thinks.
Please, man. My manhood literally depends on it. I really need your help here.
You do sound pretty desperate.
I am.
Okay. I'll tell them I saw a mugging or something and arrest some random black guy and you were scared for your safety. What number should I tell them to call you at?
You should probably write it down.
I have a good memory.
Suit yourself. 01135383674.
Cut to inside Val's office. Ray's hands and feet are tied with duct tape. He lies on the floor. Val viciously kicks him in the stomach. He groans and rolls around on the ground. Kennedy sits in a chair in front of Val's desk with Charles in an uncomfortable headlock. Charles' face shows serious signs of discomfort as blood drips down his arms and a pool forms around his foot.
Now you listen to me, Ray. We can do this the easy way or the fucking hard way.
You're gonna kill me anyway. What's the point of telling you anything?
I'll ease the pain of death significantly.
The end result is still the same.
Ray spits out blood.
Yes, but I could shoot you in the head or feed your dick to a Siberian tiger.
Yeah, I heard all about your bloody tiger. Do you have any new threats?
How about we'll stick a bloody needle in your ass and give you AIDS?
Do you have any AIDS-infested bloody needles on you?
Oh yeah, I have some at home.
Al gives Kennedy a confused look.
Why?
You know how I'm doing my PhD in biology.
Yeah?
I thought I'd go the extra mile on my thesis paper.
Oh.
His name isn't Ray, by the way.
How do you know?
What, you really think his name is Ray, and his name is Charles?
Why not?
Ray. Charles. Ray fucking Charles.
Maybe their parents were trying to be funny. Do their names matter anyway? I just care about the Tanzanite gems.
Val swings his leg and smacks Ray's face with a vicious kick.
Where are the Tanzanite gems?
I don't know. I don't know anything about the Tanzanite gems. Ask my brother.
Val looks at Charles. Charles is stunned that his brother threw him under the bus like that.
Well, I don't know anything about the Tanzanite gems.
Guys, stop fucking saying Tanzanite gems, alright? It's losing its meaning.
Danny barges in.
You're fucking dead, Danny. You're so fucking dead. Where's Eddie?
He got arrested.
Oh, you sure fucked up, Danny. Mark my words. Tom is gonna get more than your dick.
No, please. I can fix this.
You better.
We need to get Eddie out. Can you do that?
Val laughs.
Get him out? Oh no. I'm gonna have him killed.
What?
We don't need him spilling the beans about anything.
Eddie will say anything. He's loyal and stuff.
We can't risk it. If he says anything, just one small lead, and everything is gonna go out of control. I need him dead.
No. Val, you're not thinking straight.
I know what I'm doing, Danny. I'm not taking orders from an incompetent little shit who's literally dead meat.
No, listen. If I'm going to give you my dick, if I'm going to have my dick cut off and fed to a tiger, it's going to be on my terms. You put Eddie and me in charge on stealing the Tanzanite gems.
God damn it.
And I'm getting those fucking Tanzanite gems if it's the last thing I do.
Val looks shocked. He furrows his thick eyebrows.
Fine. I'll make you a deal. If you can get me those Tanzanite gems, I'll let Eddie live. But this is your last job. If you fuck up, I'm feeding you to Tom, and we'll have your faggot fuck buddy killed. Understood?
Danny swallows.
I won't let you down.
Jem walks in.
Val,
What do you want, Jem?
there's a man on the phone. He had a really heavy British accent and was using some weird words. I don't know.
Fuck.
Jem looks at the scene.
I'm pretty sure it has something to do with all of this.
Okay. I don't need your sauce. I'll be right out. Leave.
Jem leaves.
Just kick them or something till I get back.
Val leaves. Danny kicks Ray in the ribs. He screams in agony.
Oh, nice kick. Holy shit.
Danny looks at Kennedy and gives her what he considers a sexy look.
The name's Danny. I don't think we've met before.
I'm Kennedy.
Pleasure to meet you.
You're really fucked.
Thanks for the motivation.
Yeah, anytime.
This is my fault.
Danny screams and kicks Ray several times in the chest and stomach out of frustration.
Oh, fuck you.
Fuck.
Yeah, you two really fucked up. This wasn't that complicated of a mission, you know. All you had to do was pick off the gems in a basically empty diner and haul us out of there.
We got distracted. There was an arcade in the diner. A fucking arcade in a fucking diner. And also the shitty service made them leave. So don't blame us.
Oh, were you at Sherry's?
Yeah?
They have an arcade now?
Yeah?
That's cool. Anyway, if they left, then that means they must have dropped off the package. Do you have any idea who it could be? Any leads?
No fucking clue.
I'm feeling very, very lightheaded right now.
Shut the fuck up!
I think I need some medical attention.
Charles passes out and slips out of Kennedy's headlock. She leaves him on the floor.
Shit.
Charles!
Danny kicks Ray in the spine.
Oh,
Ray
God damn it.
screams.
Shut up!
What do we do about this?
Oh, I don't know. We should just wait until Val comes back.
Are you sure? I think there's a lot of internal bleeding.
Danny looks at the pool of blood Charles is lying in.
Plus, I thought you were going to take initiative.
I don't know. Take him to the hospital or something.
Oh yeah, really take the man who I shot twice, kidnapped, and am holding hostage to the hospital. I wonder how that can go wrong.
Danny shrugs.
You Irish really are idiots.
That's not even one of our stereotypes.
Kennedy stands up.
I'll go ask Val.
She walks to the door, then turns back.
Never mind. You can't do anything right.
Yeah, you were robotic there.
I don't know if she finished.
Oh.
Can you try again?
Domo arigato.
Hello? Hello?
Hi.
Hello, hi, okay.
Hi.
Okay. Never mind, you can't do anything right. You'll probably find a way to fuck this up somehow if I leave you alone.
No, I fucked up enough already today. I'm not ending the day with my dick in a tiger.
Danny looks at Charles' body.
Shit, this is a mess.
You aren't the only one fighting for something you know. If we don't
So it's we now.
get those gems, Val's going to lose the club and he'll be fucked. I'll be fucked. I need to finish my education. Jesus Christ, I can't believe you could have fucked up such a simple task. Literally, all you had to do was...
Yes, I get the point. Bloody hell, woman, quit nagging me. We're both in deep shit here.
Val barges in and kicks Ray in his bustus ribcage. Ray squeals.
Val, we have a problem.
Well, you're damn right we have a problem. The boss knows we're onto him.
Wait, you were on the phone with the boss?
Yeah.
How was it?
Bloody terrifying. We need to get those gems and get the fuck out of this shithole.
Charles is bleeding out.
Val looks over at Charles, lying unconscious on the floor.
Well, take him to a hospital. We need him alive. We don't know what these guys might know.
Kennedy bends over to pick up Charles.
No, not you, Kennedy. I need you. You take him to the hospital.
Boss, that is not a very good idea.
All he has to do is drive him to a hospital. How hard can it be?
I've never driven in America before.
Oh, fucking shit.
Val, I'll take them.
No. We can't risk you being spotted. You are more important than Danny. So you ain't going anywhere.
Why don't you go with Jim or one of the other girls to take him to the hospital? The police are probably going to be here any moment now looking for Kennedy, since the cop was talking about some wild, scantily dressed blonde stripper chick waving a shotgun around, which I'm assuming was you. So we should take Ray to that abandoned warehouse and we'll meet you, Val, after you take care of Charles. What do you say?
Val thinks. Kennedy looks at him.
You really aren't going to take orders from him, are you, Val?
It's a good plan.
No!
Ha! Let's roll.
Val leaves. Kennedy walks over to the table and picks up her shotgun and a roll of duct tape. She then walks to Ray.
Oh, please don't duct tape my mouth. I hate that.
Promise you'll be quiet?
Ray nods.
No.
Help me with them.
Danny helps Kennedy pick up Ray. They take him out of Val's office. Inside the hallway and through the strip club hallway, they go out the back door to the back parking lot. Kennedy holds a button on car keys that opens the trunk. They toss Ray in the back and shut it. Kennedy hops into the driver's seat and starts the car as Danny sits in the passenger side. He tosses the shotgun in the back. Kennedy reverses out the parking lot and drives down the street. Seconds later, Jem walks out carrying her car keys in a small purse. Val walks out carrying Charles. Jem opens the car's back door, then walks to the driver's seat and sits behind the wheel. Val tosses Charles in the back and closes the door. Jem closes her door and starts the engines. Val hops into the passenger seat and Jem drives off. Inside Kennedy's car, she calmly drives. Danny's nervous and fidgety.
Go to the police station.
What?
We're getting Eddie out of there.
Oh, no, we aren't.
Please.
No, Val said he wouldn't kill him, and he's a man of his word.
I need him, Kennedy. I've never done a job without him before.
Well, he's not here because of your stupidity, so we need to live with those consequences.
Please, 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 please.
Well, shut the fuck up!
Please.
No!
Alright, fine. I admit I've handled the situation. I admit I could have handled the situation better. I promise I won't fuck up again. Back in Ireland, I have a perfect record as a hitman and collector. But here, everything is all backwards. I mean, you drive on the wrong side of the road.
Stop talking.
Or what?
If you don't say anything from now on until we get there, I'll blow you.
Mm-hmm.
Danny raises his eyebrows. He stays quiet. Kennedy puts the radio on. A pounding comes from the trunk, where Ray's being stored along with some muffled screams.
Oh, shut it.
Inside Jem's car, blood smeared all over the back seat, where Charles is still suffering from extreme blood loss.
Don't worry. I'll personally wash your car.
Jem doesn't respond. She drives straight past the stoplight.
Hey, where are you going? The hospital was on the left. Jem.
I'm not going to the hospital.
And why the hell not?
Because he's dead.
Val looks back and stares at Charles. There's way too much blood outside of his body for him to be alive.
Yeah, you're right. There's no saving him.
I'm not cutting up his body.
Who said anything about cutting up a body?
Well, we aren't just going to dump his body in a dumpster. Do you want to get caught?
No, thanks.
We need to go to a quiet place first.
Nah, I'm not giving you a blowjob with a dead guy in the back seat.
No. We should put his body in the trunk and then clean up the back seat so we don't get pulled over. I'll have Danny and Kennedy deal with the body.
Whatever. I just want to go back to work.
Good girl. I know a quiet place on 34th Street.
Jem changes lanes. Inside Kennedy's car, the radio plays an upbeat pop song. Kennedy childishly and out of character sings along. Danny stares at her judgmentally but doesn't say anything. He wants that blowjob. Outside the abandoned warehouse, an old broken down building sits in an isolated area. The windows are broken. The walls are littered with graffiti. Scraps of metal lie in the ground. Kennedy pulls up. She turns off the car and gets out. Danny follows her lead. They go around to the trunk. Kennedy pops it open. Whack! She's immediately met with a kick to the face from Ray. His hands are still tied up, but his legs got free.
Hey!
Danny lunges into the trunk and starts beating Ray. Kennedy watches. Her lip is busted. Blood trickles down her mouth. She wipes it off like a badass. After delivering a solid 15 punches to Ray's face and body, Danny steps back. Ray groans in pain.
That was hot.
Danny unbuttons his pants and drops them.
I'm ready.
Take off your boxers.
Danny complies. Kennedy looks down at his dick. Ray turns to look as well. He starts laughing. Kennedy laughs too.
You call that a dick? That looks like one of those California raisins.
Danny pulls up his boxers and pants up, embarrassed. Kennedy and Ray continue their laughing fit.
Shut the fuck up!
I've seen paper clips wider than that.
Oh my god.
I don't need you!
Kennedy's laughter dies down. Ray doesn't.
Oh, Val's tiger would be very disappointed.
Don't you talk about the tiger? That freaks me out.
Ray still laughs hysterically.
Okay, that's enough.
Kennedy walks over to the trunk. Ray's laughing starts dying down. He looks more worried now as Kennedy stands over him. She Hulk smashes him in the stomach. Ray coughs up blood.
Help me get him out.
Danny walks up to the trunk.
I feel really awkward around you now.
Oh, don't worry, babe. I'm a stripper. I've seen it all. Except a dick that small. God.
Okay, you don't have to rub it in.
Yeah, speaking of rubbing, how do you even masturbate? Do you use, like,
Okay, seriously, that's enough.
the tonsils between a fork?
Fuck off.
Because I don't think it's physically possible for you to use your hand. Like,
Danny and Kennedy get Ray out of the trunk. Ray's face is extremely bloody and beaten.
We're going to forget that ever happened.
that is entirely up to me.
They drag Ray towards the entrance of the warehouse.
Just tell me one thing.
What?
Okay, does your piss hit your balls when you pee?
Okay.
Cut to the back street where Val and Jem exit the car. They open the back door and drag out Charles' limp, bloody body. Val grabs Charles underneath the shoulders. Jem grabs the legs. They lift him up and scurry towards the trunk as fast as they can. They toss Charles in the trunk and close it. They glance around the street. Nobody saw them. Val rubs his hands together.
Okay, I will drive to the warehouse.
What about cleaning up the back seat?
I don't trust anything that Danny touches right now. So, I want to get to the warehouse as fast as I can. I'll take my chances. With the police, they're probably worrying about other things at the moment. Blah.
Okay, I can drive.
I want to get there fast.
Jem looks offended but doesn't say anything. Val heads towards the driver's seat and hops in. Jem gets in the passenger seat, pouting slightly. Val turns the car on and drives away. Inside the police station, out in the parking lot, the police car containing Eddie parks. Two police officers get out. They walk to the back door and open it. The police officers grab Eddie and pull him out. Each officer holds one of Eddie's arms as they drag him towards the door.
When do I get my phone call?
When we say so.
Can I have an ETA or something?
No.
The police officers open the door to the station and lead Eddie in. Meanwhile, in the warehouse, Ray is lying on the floor, his feet retied. Trash and metal scraps are strewn about the floor. Kennedy sits up against the wall on the right side of Ray while Danny stands over him.
Tell me what the Tanzanite gems are.
I swear I don't know. I don't make the drop-offs.
Liar.
Danny kicks Ray hard in the chest. He coughs.
If me or Eddie die because of you, then mark my word. Kennedy is going to kill your brother in front of you, then break all of your bones one by one, and then tear off your fingernails, and pour salt in them, and then beat you half to death. But you don't actually die. And then let you recover a little bit, and then waterboard you, and then dislocate all of your your joints, and then blow off your kneecaps, and then shoot you in the face.
That sounds kind of excessive, to be honest, but I'm down.
Kennedy stands.
I want that PhD, and if I don't get it because you're too selfish to talk to us, then I swear to God, I will make the rest of your life a living hell.
So you better get to talking, or it's gonna be a long few days, buddy.
You're new to this whole intimate.
Oh, you think I'm joking around here? Well, think again, buttercups.
You don't scare me, especially after seeing your dick.
Danny recoils to the kick. After every word he says, he strikes Ray with a kick to the face or chest.
The doctor fucked up my circumcision.
Ray groans.
Where are the Tanzanite gems?
July 22nd.
Oh, great. You gave him a concussion.
I assumed he already had a concussion.
Kennedy raises her hand in disbelief.
Fan-fucking-tastic. If you get your dwarf penis fed to a tiger because your self-confidence was hurt about its size, then that would really be ironic.
It'll be fine, right?
He better. Or I'll toss that wart between your legs to Tom myself.
Danny slaps Ray in the face in rapid succession like he's trying to wake him up from oversleeping.
Hey, wake up.
I don't think slapping someone with a concussion helps.
You, shut up. I have this under control.
Inside Jem's car, Val races down the street. His phone rings.
Shite.
Val reaches into his pocket and takes out his phone. He answers it.
Hello?
Inside Boss's mansion's living room, luxurious, decorated with shiny gold and silver, gaudy, a muted 80-inch TV projects a gangster rap music video. On his cell phone, a bald, buff man in his 50s paces in front of a perfectly clean white leather couch. This is Boss. He has a thick British accent.
Now listen, hey, you manky gumless prat, you're going to lay the fuck off. This business does not concern you whatsoever. My mom always told me to never take shortcuts in life.
Well, good for your mom. But disinformation about the Tanzanite gems fell into my lap like a stripper. And I'm not going to let this opportunity slip by. And just for your information, one of your men is dead and we have the other one held hostage, and we will do whatever it takes to get that briefcase.
I don't give a rat's ass whether or not my man is dead, as long as that briefcase stays out of your hands.
Your men will tell us who has the briefcase and where he is.
Do you make me out to be some kind of pillow?
I don't think so.
My man has no clue where that briefcase is.
What?
His only job was to drop off the briefcase to the person who's going to drop off the briefcase at the transaction location. I don't trust men exchanging an item for cash. We know much better for those tasks.
Wait, what?
Well then, we'll find out who he dropped it off to.
Boss stops pacing.
My man won't tell you shit.
Well, I guess we'll find out.
Val hangs up. Inside the boss's living room, Boss puts his phone away and resumes pacing.
Rosita!
Rosita, a smoking hot maid in her early 30s, walks in after a few seconds.
See, Jefe?
Pull out my awesome mom from the garage.
Rosita nods and walks away.
Quickly, you slug!
Rosita picks up the pace. Inside the warehouse, Danny and Kennedy sit across from each other with their backs against the walls. Ray lies in the center, mumbling incoherently. Danny and Kennedy stare at him.
I'm bored.
Well, you shouldn't have kicked him into another dimension.
I'm sorry. I'm trying my best here. I want those Tanzanite gems as much as you do. Your dick isn't on the line here, Kennedy.
Kennedy grins slightly.
Don't you dare make a dick joke.
Kennedy laughs. A car pulls up in the distance. Kennedy laughs even harder.
Oh shit, you're so fucked when Val sees this.
Danny frowns and stands.
I'll go talk to him.
Good luck.
Kennedy holds a wide smile as Danny walks off. Outside the abandoned warehouse, Val parks next to Kennedy's car. He and Jem get out. Danny comes out of the warehouse.
We have them all tied up, boss.
Good. We lost Charles on the way, so we decided to dump him in the trunk and deal with the body later.
If my car starts stinking up, I'm going to quit.
Val, Jem, and Danny walk towards the warehouse. Inside the warehouse, Danny, Vale, and Jem walk in.
So whatever you do, don't kill him.
Yeah, about that.
Val stops. Danny stops as well, but Jen keeps walking. Val turns and stares at Danny.
Tell me you didn't kill him.
Val pulls out a pistol from his jeans. He cocks it and points it at Danny's head.
Because if you fucking killed him, I'm gonna blow your head off right here, right now.
No. He's not dead. Just kind of out of it.
Val screams. He points the gun just to the side of Danny's head and fires. Danny flinches. The bullet ricochets off the wall. The gunshot reverberates throughout the hollow metallic warehouse.
Take me to him.
Danny cowers and speedily leads them to the warehouse room where Ray is tied up. Val observes Ray's continued mumbling.
I do not like green eggs and ham. Sam.
If you don't figure this out, in the next 5 minutes, it's over. You can say bye-bye to your little dick.
He literally has a little dick.
You shut up.
Offended, Kennedy puts her hands on her hips and walks up to Val.
Hey,
Val stares at Kennedy, a rage burning in his eyes.
you may think you're the only one who's losing something here, but I still have to finish my PhD so I can get the fuck out of this place and never have to see you again.
Watch it. Who's paying for your education?
You are! My point! If you go down, I go down with you. So both of you need to just shut the fuck up and solve this together. I've had enough of you guys' testosterone trips for one fucking day. Jesus fucking Christ.
Danny and Val stare at Kennedy in awe. Jem smiles, impressed.
Thank you, Kennedy.
Yeah, that felt really good.
So, do we have any leads? Anything where those Tanzanite gems are?
I just spoke to the boss, and he said that the twins were just dropping off the gems to a person who was going to make the final drop-off.
Did he give a hint on? Did he give a hint at all on who that could be?
He's not a fool.
Come on, Val, think. Everybody's got something to lose here.
Damn. Damn.
Not me.
Nobody gives a shit about you. Like, honestly, woman, just go home. We don't need you.
Jem crosses her arms.
Fuck off.
Holy shit.
What?
I got it.
Well, bloody spit it out already.
He said he only trusts women with making the final transaction. Think at the diner. Were there any women?
Danny focuses. He enters deep thought. Quick flashback of Sherry's diner, the old woman. Danny shakes his head. No. He continues thinking. Inside Sherry's diner, Danny and Eddie at their booth. The waitress stands at the edge of the table.
You're the cons.
She leaves. Danny's eyes shoot open.
Holy shit! The waitress! She has the Tanzanite gems!
The waitress?
At Sherry's!
The waitress at Sherry's.
Yeah!
Val walks up to Danny and points his finger right in his grill.
You let them drop up $140 million worth of Tanzanite gems right under your nose.
I am so sorry, Val. I didn't think the drop would have happened that quickly.
Shut up! I don't want to hear no more.
Stop yelling at me! We need to get to Sherry's now before it's too late.
What do we do with Mr. Concussed here?
You, take him back to Val's office. We'll meet you two back there after we get the Tanzanite gems.
Interior, exterior, Boss's Aston Martin, hardcore gangster rap blasts through the high-quality surround system. Boss makes a hard right turn into the diner parking lot. His car seems way out of place as he parks in between a rundown Toyota Camry and on a Honda Civic. Boss gets out of the car and purposefully and briskly walks to the front door. Inside Sherry's diner.
Can we take a break? I think some people are wanting to take a break.
Yes, let's take a break.
Oh, thanks. I really gotta pay.
Okay, so where did we leave off? At Sherry's Diner, right?
Yeah.
Indeed.
Okay, so let's take a 10. Let's take a 5-minute break. 5-minute break.
Yeah, I'm at.
I'm mad.
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna be back in 5 minutes, guys.
Alright, 5 minutes.
Tube's back. Yeah, I got nothing. I was gonna
Yeah,
try
neither
it.
do I.
I was gonna try. Man, I just keep losing it. I can't keep it going long enough. I think.
I feel you. Like for Ray, I probably did like 11 different voices in a matter of 5 minutes.
It's tough, man. It's really tough.
Your,
You
Brit-
know?
Yeah. What happened, Peter?
your British accent was pretty good. It's like a very strange accent to hit because most people go for a more extreme one.
Oh yeah. No, because like my mom is dating a Welsh woman, so she has a not super heavy accent, but like I kind of base it off that, and then I just also am terrible with accents, so I end up screwing it up, and it sounds consistently inconsistent. It's really weird.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
So
I'm
I
back.
can- Hey,
Hey, you
Welcome back, boys.
guys.
I can totally see why people at Vincenzo's house would be laughing. By the way, that's a really good accent.
Vince is doing really well.
Yeah, actually, Vince's accent's really good.
Put us all to shame.
So, Vince, from now on, for the next week, what you need to do is talk to everyone in that accent, including our professor, Professor Jatala. Like, especially, you have to bust out that accent. It's work. Yeah, like I noticed one line you kind of got thrown off, but even still,
Yeah.
it's totally doable. You can do it.
Like things like the word hospital, I can't do in an accent.
Hospital.
Yeah, there's some words that are way more friendly for certain accents, and
Oh, yeah.
Every time we do these script readings and we have a accent, we always get those challenge words like several times.
I think one of the biggest problems I'm having with it is I think I can read, if I go slow enough, I could probably read through, the Irish accent. But I think one of the problems is trying to be able to accentuate on certain words that I'm used to when I'm speaking English, right? Whenever I'm normally talking or when I'm normally reading the scripts. It's different whenever you're doing an Irish accent. You have to accentuate other words and other syllables, and that's what's really, really throwing me off.
I am.
Yeah, I can feel that. I mean, it's good.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
you guys have been doing a good job with the Irish accents, better than I ever would have done it. But it's like, yeah, I can see it's really tough sometimes. it's tough, especially with like the different dialects. It's the same thing with the British accent, actually. So.
Right.
Yeah, it's definitely hard,
Props
why-
to
That's what
professional.
she said.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I don't think.
I don't
she
think so.
thought Much with
After that micro penis.
No.
So fucking
Had to rub.
humiliating.
Micro penis? That's a dirty scene, but somebody's got to do it.
I'm pretty sure someone on the internet likes that stuff.
Also, PB, virtual high five, man, 'cause you were killing it.
Totally.
Yeah,
That-
great job.
Thank you. I have never done the accent before. I tried today, and I feel like I'm like losing it.
You get the gold star today.
Thank you.
Yeah.
We only have to hold in for a little while longer. We're on page 70 out of 93. So we only have like 30 more pages left till we're at the end.
Oh, I think your math is wrong there, bud.
69.
I am in a PDF reader, guys. I get an extra page.
Yeah, but I think we got like 20 pages.
Well, 20.
It is 20 pages.
22. on the
22,
script,
23,
and
but
then
not
23 on the
23.
It's 23 on the PDF reader. 22 if you're just reading the script on some other program.
Yeah, but there's page numbers on the pages, so we should be going about page numbers, bitches.
Oh, I do. I just also like.
Well, if that's the case, 69.
Anyways, I'm ready to go if everybody's back.
Can we get a check to make sure everyone's back?
I'm back. But have any more lines.
Yes,
Back.
I'm back.
Tube's back.
Back again.
I'm here.
Okay, Goo, are you here?
Back again. Goo goo machu.
Meow.
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 Meow goo. Goo.
Meow. Meow Goo.
Goo.
Doctor.
Meow.
Meow.
Doctor.
Doctor.
Goo.
Doctor.
Meow.
Doctor.
Doctor.
Roger.
Doctor.
Roger.
Roger. Roger.
Doctor.
Roger.
Sherman, every time you come into a voice channel from now on and Smitch is here, you have to go, "Hello, nurse."
You should.
I'll do it every time now.
Jaeger.
Does he have roles coming up?
Let me double check. I think so because he's playing a henchman, I believe.
Okay, maybe he's going pee-pee on the potty.
Ho, ho, ho.
Roll.
Big
A toll
words.
is a toll. And if we go get no tolls, he's not going to read no rolls.
Bam.
Why don't we read until his part?
I should start.
Yes, sir.
Inside Sherry's diner, boss
Have
enters.
someone on the screen.
Yeah, it is. Give it a second.
Okay, do it.
The waitress appears. She seems surprised to see boss here.
Boss?
The mission's gone all to pot.
What?
Completely cock up.
American, please.
It's been bloody compromised, you daft cow.
What happened?
The bloody twin punkers got in a kerfuffle with those bok chops.
I'm just gonna stop you there.
I'll tell you, I ain't betting on no full wicket no more.
Right. I don't even care anymore. Is there anything you need me to do?
Give me them Tanzanite gems back.
Okay. What do you want me to tell Locke?
Tell him I'll call him to set up a rendezvous. Rendezvous time once the situation is all hunky-dory.
Yeah. I'll leave out the hunky part.
Just give me the bloody Tanzanite gems.
They're in the back. Oh man.
The waitress leads boss to the back of the diner. Inside Kennedy's car, Kennedy drives. Val sits in the passenger seat. Danny sits in the back seat next to a pistol and Kennedy's shotgun. The car is quiet. Awkwardly quiet.
So you guys can't shut the fuck up for the last hour. Now all of a sudden it's like a fucking funeral?
It's going to be my funeral if we don't get those Tanzanite gems.
Oh, I promise you, your funeral isn't going to be quiet.
Your threats don't help my state of mind.
Okay. Guys, stop. Holy shit. What's the plan once we get to Sherry's?
We go inside, take the waitress, and bring her back to the car. Hopefully we don't have to hurt her, but we're getting those Tanzanite gems one way or another. If I have to hurt her, I will.
Okay, I'm really getting sick of hearing the words Tanzanite gems over and over again. It's just Tanzanite gems this, Tanzanite gems that, Tanzanite gems, Tanzanite gems, Tanzanite gems.
I'm just saying it like it is.
You could abbreviate it a bit, like say the gems or TG.
Kennedy looks at Danny in the rearview mirror.
No.
Inside Boss's Aston Martin, Boss drives. The briefcase sits in the passenger seat. The Bluetooth in his car rings. The display reads, calling Locke. Locke answers. He has an Irish accent.
Hello?
It's the boss.
The boss?
Yes.
Holy shit. Fuck. What do you need, boss?
We're gonna have to reschedule our rendezvous for the Tanzanite gem transaction.
I'm sorry, boss.
Sorry about
But
that.
I have my plane ticket to the island already booked, and all men are in place for me to smuggle the Tanzanite gems through immigration and customs.
Well, you're gonna have to reschedule. The whole delivery transaction has gone completely bonkers.
I don't know how. I don't know if that will be possible. It took a month for me to put the plan together. Everything is in place for today.
Boss thinks.
Boss,
I'm thinking.
do you have the Tanzanite gems with you?
Yes.
I don't know if this sounds like a ludicrous idea to you, but you can personally give the package to me.
He laughs.
You're a funny man, Locke.
I'm being completely serious, boss.
Boss stops laughing immediately.
You know I can't do that. I'm above all this tedious task of a messenger.
I'm sorry, boss, but I don't see a way around this.
You got some massive balls. I mean, ginormous balls. Absolutely elephantine, gargantuan balls for telling me how I should run my operation.
Unlike Danny. I'm just trying to be helpful and to make this transaction go as smoothly as possible and make all of us rich.
Boss thinks.
Where shall I meet you?
Salamander's Farm. I'm already there. I will be great honor to see you in person.
I know.
Boss hangs up.
Bloody hell.
He turns up his gangster rap music and starts singing along. Inside Kennedy's car, Kennedy puts her blinker on. She gets in the right lane and approaches a stoplight. Outside Sherry's parking lot, Kennedy turns into the lot and parks in the space. Half of the car is over the white line. She reverses out and turns back in to fix her parking job. She switches the car off. Kennedy, Val, and Danny get out. Danny holds the shotgun and the pistol. He hands the shotgun to Kennedy.
It's all you. If you fuck this up, it's your dick and my tiger.
The three walk to the diner entrance. Kennedy and Danny hide their guns behind their back. Inside Sherry's diner, Kennedy opens the door. She walks in first, followed by Danny, then Val. The diner is about half filled to capacity. The waitress has just seated a party of 3 in a booth. She walks towards the front of the diner. Danny stares straight at the waitress with contempt. Just as the waitress is about to reach the hostess table, Danny swings out his gun and points it straight at her. He cocks it. The waitress puts her hands up. She remains calm, however. The diner crowd starts going mad. Screams scatter throughout the restaurant.
Somebody call 911.
What do you guys want?
Give us the Tanzanite gems.
I don't have the Tanzanite jobs.
I swear to God, say Tanzanite gems one more goddamn time.
Where are they?
Well, I ain't telling y'all.
The manager's 50s obese walks in from the back door. He sees the chaos.
Now what in the blue moon is going on here?
He sees Danny holding his gun at the waitress.
Now you, sir, please put your gun down. I don't appreciate you intimidating my employees like that. If there's anybody you want to talk to, it's gonna be me.
Danny points his gun at the manager, and bang! He fires the shot straight into his heart. Kennedy, Val, and the waitress all jump in shock. The diner erupts in more screams and hysteria. Danny aims the gun back at the waitress.
We didn't come here to play games.
The waitress looks distressed now and has lost her calm composure from a few seconds before.
Okay.
Where are the gems?
Gems, yes. Thank you for not saying Tanzanite.
I don't have them. I swear. I gave them back to the boss.
Danny looks back to Val.
What do we do?
We need to get out of here before the cops come.
Let's go. You're coming with us.
No.
Danny gestures his gun in a follow me motion. Val and Kennedy turn around and walk out. The waitress walks ahead of Danny. He presses the gun up against her back and follows her out. Outside Sherry's Diner's parking lot, they head to Kennedy's car.
I call shotgun.
Don't get ahead of yourself.
Inside Boss's Aston Martin, the gangster rap music plays at a reasonable volume. Boss drives through the countryside. Brown grass, sand, dunes, and the faint outline of a mountain range zoom past. He taps his finger on the steering wheel with rhythmically to the beat of the song. Outside in the Houston countryside, the Aston Martin zooms on the straight road. It seems to be heading to the middle of nowhere. Inside a salamander farm, Locke, in his late 30s, a traveled-looking man with a scruffy beard, stares into an old, dirty, cracked mirror. The entire bathroom looks like it hadn't been renovated or even cleaned in about 50 years. The toilet's disgusting. The floor is disgusting. The sink looks like it could barely handle any pressure. He turns on the sink, a screech as water starts pouring out. Surprisingly, it doesn't collapse. Locke douses his hands in it and splashes water on his face. He rubs his beard, straightening it out. He runs his fingers through his hair. He has to look respectable for boss. Inside Kennedy's car, Kennedy drives on the highway. Val is in the passenger seat. Danny sits in the back, the waitress next to him. Danny points the gun at her gut.
Salamander Farm?
Yeah, that's all I can tell you. I can't make any promises that the boss or the Tanzanite jams will be there, but I know that Locke will. That's all I know.
Thank you for cooperating. We greatly appreciate it. You can put the gun down. Oh wait, you can put. I can. Hey, I can put the gun down.
But you talk to yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Danny hesitantly puts his gun down.
Yeah. I think I deserve a cut if you guys get the Tanzanite gems.
5,000, no more.
Oh, come on! There are $130 million worth of Tanzanite gems in that briefcase.
It's 5,000 or a bullet in your skull.
Good business, Dylan. Danny.
Thank you, Val. So which is it?
The waitress slouches down in her seat.
Yeah, I'll take the 5,000.
That's what I thought.
Take this exit here.
Kennedy changes lanes and takes the exit. Inside Boss's Aston Martin, Boss drives down a dirt road. His car rocks as it's hit by several bumps.
Oh, this is completely fucking up my suspension.
Boss looks out his windows, searching for the Salamander Farm. Where inside, Locke cracks his knuckles. He starts doing some boxer pre-fight warm-up stretches.
Alright. Look, you're cool. Be cool.
He stands still and looks in the mirror.
Hey, boss. Wow. You're looking great. Did you work out?
Locke shakes his head. The fuck was that?
Hey, boss.
Cut to inside Boss's Aston Martin. Boss continues driving down the dirt path. He looks to his left and sees a rundown, isolated farm in the distance. He turns and drives towards it. Inside Kennedy's car, Kennedy races down the country road. Val looks back at the waitress.
Me and Locke used to be fuck buddies.
Okay, so in order to gain some leverage against Locke, we're going to hold you as a hostage, banking on the notion that he still has feelings for you. I'll hold you at gunpoint, but I'm not going to shoot, okay?
Promise?
Yes.
A pinky promise?
Oh, what the hell?
Danny and the waitress, pinky.
I appreciate it.
And it doesn't matter if the boss is there.
He won't give a shit if you shoot me. It's me or $140 million. Plus a bigger shit for him. If I'm dead anyway.
Is there going to be anybody else there besides Locke?
I can't say.
Inside the Salamander Farm, Locke takes a deep breath. Ready. He walks out into the common area, where 3 henchmen are sitting on piles of hay, AR-15 rifles strapped on their back. They hear a car pulling up in the distance.
That's him. You ready, fellas?
The henchmen stand and walk towards the front door. Locke follows behind them. Inside Boss's Aston Martin, Boss parks in front of the wooden, broken-down shithole, which is the Salamander Farm. The henchmen and Locke walk out the front door. Boss switches off the car. He grabs the briefcase from the passenger seat and gets out. Outside, henchman number 1 wolf whistles at the boss's Aston Martin.
Is it?
Ha! Damn, nice ride.
Locke walks around the henchman towards Boss's car. Boss looks up at the approaching Locke.
Yo, Locke.
That would be me.
Locke clears his throat.
Uh, I never thought you'd be in the presence. I never thought I'd be in the presence of the boss. It is truly an honor to conduct business with.
Yeah, shut your gob and take the bloody briefcase so I can get out of this place.
Boss looks around and takes in the ambiance. He shivers in disgust. He doesn't belong there.
Yes, sir.
Do you have 5 million up front?
Locke whistles for one of his henchmen to approach. Henchman number 2 walks up with the briefcase.
Is there a bathroom in this piece of shit? I've really got to see man about a dog, and I don't think I can hold it all the way back.
Henchman number 2 hands Locke the briefcase. He takes it and gives it to Boss while saying,
Yes, there is indeed. I'll show you.
Boss places the briefcase on the hood of his car. He opens it up and looks at the 5 million of cash inside. He closes it, satisfied.
Show it to me.
Follow me, sir.
Inside Kennedy's car, Kennedy races down the road. Everyone has their eyes glued out the front windshield with the same expression on their face. Where the fuck are we? The waitress notices something on her left.
Yeah, that path. It's there. On the left.
Kennedy looks. She slams on the brakes and turns onto the path. She presses down on the accelerator. The car shakes as it speeds up. Outside Sherry's parking lot, 3 police cars and an ambulance pull in, sirens wailing. Inside Sherry's diner, the diner's pretty much abandoned. About 5 people remain. The manager still lies dead on the ground, blood pooling around him. 2 cops, one chubby and one ripped, rush in. A furious man in his 40s confronts them.
Now, what the fuck kind of response time was that? Wait, did I hit the button?
Chubby cop. Two paramedics enter with a stretcher.
I don't give a damn. We have 3 kidnapping murders on the loose and a dead man on the floor.
The furious man points to the manager. The chubby officer gags at the sight of the dead body. 2 paramedics rush in to tend the body.
Did they drive away?
Of course they fucking drove away. What do you think? They ran off?
Please calm down, sir.
You're wasting time here.
And so are you. If you keep arguing, no one's good. Now, can you please describe the getaway car and the suspects? What the suspects look like?
Inside Kennedy's car, Kennedy drives down the path. She looks for the farm. She notices something to her left in the distance. It's the salamander farm.
Is that it there?
Kennedy points. The waitress looks.
Yeah.
Kennedy turns left and presses down harder on the gas. The car rocks and jumps as it hits several bumps.
Fuck, this car was definitely not designed for off-roading.
Inside the salamander farm's bathroom, Boss sits on the gross toilet. His face is twisted with disgust and constipation. His nose wrinkles and twitches. He groans. Outside the salamander farm, Locke stands with his 3 henchmen. He holds the briefcase of the Tanzanite gems.
You have to open it. Just a peek.
Yeah, what's the worst that could happen?
Locke thinks.
What the hell?
Locke puts the briefcase on the wooden porch. He kneels down. The 3 henchmen kneel down behind him, staring at the briefcase. Locke unlocks the case and opens it. A beautiful blue glow shines out and hits Locke and the henchmen straight in the face. They look at the inside of the briefcase in awe. Their jaws literally drop.
This is a hypnotizing.
I'd say.
Locke appears to be in a trance. The roar of a car approaching snaps him out of it. He shuts the briefcase. The henchmen turn around and point their guns at Kennedy's approaching car. Locke whips out a pistol and points it at the car as well.
Who the hell?
Did we shoot?
No. Wait for my call.
Interior police station, Eddie's jail cell. Eddie sits at the edge of a metal bench, tapping his foot rapidly against the dirty floor. He bites his nails. A tall police officer in his 30s walks towards Eddie's jail cell.
Good news. You can make your phone call.
Eddie hops off the bench.
About damn time.
Eddie walks towards the entrance of the jail cell. The tall police officer unlocks it. Boss hears the sound of Kennedy's car pulling up in the distance. Oh yeah, the boss in Danger Mouse. He gets off the toilet and pulls up his pants. He flushes, but the toilet drainage system is nowhere near compatible with the shit-infested toilet bowl. Immediately overflows and spills onto the floor. Boss tiptoes his way to avoid any of the brown water hitting his shoes or pants. He walks out the bathroom door. Outside in the salamander farm, Kennedy gets out of the car, shotgun in hand. She fearlessly points it at Locke and the 3 henchmen. Val gets out after her. He points the pistol at them. Danny gets out last. He grabs the waitress and holds her at gunpoint. He walks in between Kennedy and his left and Val and his right. Locke notices the waitress right away. He pulls the pistol away.
Jenny, put the guns down or I'll shoot her.
Please, Locke. I'm so scared.
You have to do better than that.
Take the gun off her.
Give us the Tanzanite gems.
Boss walks out the front door.
What are you bog trotters arguing about?
They'll shoot Jenny if we don't give them the Tanzanite gems.
Then let him shoot her. We're talking about $140 million here.
But sir...
Oh, bloody hell.
Boss grabs Locke's pistol.
I'm not here to partake in all piss and win.
Boss marches towards Danny, Jenny, Val, and Kennedy. He cocks the pistol and points it at Jenny.
I got pants filled with shit, and I have the reruns of Friends start in 1 hour.
Danny looks worried. He looks around at Val, not sure what to do. Val looks worried too, as does Kennedy. Jenny looks absolutely terrified.
Boss!
Danny's eyes focus. He's made a decision. He pushes Jenny back behind him and aims his pistol at Boss. He fires. The shot hits Boss straight in the heart cavity. Blood immediately floods and wets his shirt. He falls to his knees as his arm goes limp, but as he's falling, his finger squeezes the trigger. The bullet flies through the air to the right of Danny, and Jenny pierces clean through Kennedy's throat. Blood immediately squirts out of her carotid artery. Her eyes widen in shock. Val looks over. Kennedy falls on her back, blood spraying up straight into the air. She takes her last hopeless breaths, choking on her own blood, and dies.
No!
Val grips his pistol tight. He points it out at Locke and the henchman. Danny turns and notices Val ready to charge. He pushes Jenny back and starts pointing his pistol while retreating. Jenny crawls to the back of Kennedy's car. The henchmen prepare to fire. Val takes a shot. It hits henchman 1 in the gut. He falls forward onto the ground while pressing the trigger. The bullet flies up into the air. The other 2 henchmen start firing. Shots go off in rapid succession towards Val and Danny. Danny rolls to take cover behind Kennedy's car. The bullets smash the front windshield. Jenny crawls towards Kennedy's dead body. One of the bullets hits Val in the shoulder. The others zip past him as he zigzags his way towards the remaining 2 henchmen. He yells, both in pain and in rage, as the shot forces him to fall to the ground. He fires another shot, hitting henchman number 2 in the arm. Henchman 2 shouts in pain as he lets go of his weapons. Danny takes this opportunity to fire a shot, hitting henchman 2 in the chest. Henchman 2 falls, dead. Jenny, at Kennedy's body, grabs her shotgun. She points it out towards the action. Henchman 3, not sure who to aim at, fires his weapon in no general direction. Shots hit the ground and the cars. Jenny fires the shotgun. The shot hits henchman 3 square in the chest. He flies back, blood covering his clothing. Locke raises his unarmed hands in surrender, the briefcase still in his hand.
Stop! Stop!
Quiet. Val's on the ground, groaning in pain. He lets go of his pistol and clutches his shoulder. Danny stands up and looks over at Jenny and gives her a nod.
Please don't shoot me.
Danny walks up to Locke. Val starts crying.
Kennedy.
He stands up, holding his shoulder tight. Blood leaks through his shirt. He limps towards Kennedy's dead body and kneels down beside her. He strokes her hair. Tears fall down his cheeks. Danny reaches Locke.
Give me the briefcase.
I think we could make some sort of deal.
Danny points his gun in Locke's face.
Now.
Locke appears terrified. He rapidly nods in agreement and hands over the briefcase. Danny takes it with his free hand.
Thank you.
Val stands. His eyes burn with rage. He stares at Danny. After a few seconds, he starts running towards him. Danny gives Locke a slight grin, then turns around to see Val charging towards him. Val yells. Danny has no time to react. He stands there frozen as Val tackles him to the ground, gets top position, and starts unloading punches. Danny's grip on the briefcase loosens and it falls to the floor.
You son of a bitch! You did this to her, you killed her!
Danny's phone rings. Val stops punching. Val lies down next to Danny in his bloodied face. He grabs his shoulder and breathes heavily. He slowly falls into a state of unconsciousness. Danny's phone continues ringing. Danny shakily reaches into his pocket. Locke inches closer to Danny. He eyes the briefcase. Jenny, shotgun in hand, still back at Kennedy's body, watches all this from a distance. Locke bends over and grabs the briefcase. Danny sees him. He reaches over and grabs his pistol. Locke starts running off. Danny aims his gun and fires 3 times, hitting Locke in the back with all 3 shots. Locke falls to the ground. Inside the police station, Eddie's still at the phoning station. He nervously hops up and down.
Come on, come on, come on.
Outside the salamander farm, Danny presses a button on his phone. He presses it up to his ear.
Hello?
Eddie freezes.
Danny, holy shit, are you okay? Do you have the gems?
Eddie?
Yeah, it's me.
I'm so sorry, Eddie. I'm so sorry.
Sorry. Sorry for what?
Danny's breaths become long and labored. Jenny walks towards him.
You'll be okay. Everything is going to be okay. I'll send somebody for you.
You what? No, Danny, what's going on?
Bye, Eddie. You'll be okay. I promise.
Danny, no.
Danny hangs up.
Take the gems. Get out of here. His name is Eddie Kelly. Help him.
I'll try. I know a couple of guys who I think can help. I owe you for saving my life back there.
Just go. Get out of here. I trust you.
Hold on. Just one more question.
Not about my dick, please.
No, it's not
Danny,
about the dick.
close to death, manages to get one last dick joke.
What phone provider do you have? Because there's no way you should be getting service here.
Danny lets out a blood-filled, hoarse laugh.
Those Verizon advertisements don't lie.
I have AT&T, so...
Just get the fuck out of here.
Jenny nods.
Okay, bye.
She jogs over to Locke's dead body. She bends over, grabs the briefcase, then runs over to Kennedy's car. Danny's eyes close. He takes his final breaths. Dies. Jenny gets in the car, starts it, and drives away. Police sirens wail in the background. The ground is bloody. Kennedy lies dead. Boss lies dead. Locke lies dead. Danny lies dead next to Val, who's unconscious. The 3 henchmen lie dead. Dead. A host of a dozen police cars drive up and park. The police officers file out of their cars and run towards the dead bodies. They check the bodies of pulses and start setting up a crime scene. Fade to black. The end.
Yay! Everyone clap, so it sounds like fapping.
We need the air horns.
Hey, hair horns!
Hey, buddy! Burr. I love that one.
Wow.
Okay.
Oh my god. Stop doing it!
Okay,
You
stop.
guys.
Oh man.
Everyone's in chat like, what is happening right now?
I disabled it. That was a fair amount. That was fun. Hey, Frog, thank you for sharing your script with us.
Yeah.
Giving us permission to read it on Twitch. We really had a good time with that one, and I think that was a really fun script.
Yeah, I actually really enjoyed that one a lot.
Right, boyo.
Totally the boss from Danger Mouse.
I have this joke that I do with friends, and it's you do that voice, but you do this really stupid empty threat. Something like,
Now here's some god day. Go rip out your lungs, blow them up full of air, give them for a girl for her birthday.
I
so
love
I've been
it.
really looking forward to using that voice.
It's great. I hope I get to hear it again.
So that was a lot of fun for sure.
I just want to say one thing. When you all were saying he sounded like Sylvester Stallone, but like the Rocky Balboa thing, to me he sounded more like Ghost Clown.
I broke voice.
Yeah.
Okay, I can see that too.
I was like, Ghost Clown's in the script?
Ghost Clown.
I was
is a
waiting for the
throwback
laugh.
to another script character.
Yeah, that's a laugh.
And Jim sounded like Sarah.
No, the kitten. What was the kitten from last week?
Meow.
Yeah, that was it. Meow. That was Eric Collins.
Mr. Mittens.
Right now.
Can we hear the voice, the GPS voice one more time?
Whoa,
think
Goo
he
is not
left.
on.
Yeah.
Yeah, Goo disappeared in the middle.
I wonder what happened.
Something must
He was
have happened.
excited.
Yeah, he was so psyched.
Yeah, that's too bad.
Maybe next week, meow.
He did mention it was really late where he is in Saudi Arabia. So
True
maybe
dat.
he didn't realize how long it was going to go, and he was like, I'm going to go to bed now. I don't know. I'm just guessing.
I could imagine and sympathize with that.
Well, why don't you guys go ahead and get the discussion going with the script? I'm going to go change into pants because I am freezing right now in this kilt.
Did you shit your pants? Is that what's going on?
No. But there is a breeze in here.
Cold.
Your big, gargantuan, elephantine balls are cold.
Elephantine.
So Vincenzo, see, this is where you learn the important lesson that any guy who is not going to commit to a kilt learns, that you should probably wear something underneath.
No, you got to go traditional, man.
But
I forgot you were wearing kilt.
Yeah, if you're going to wear the kilt, you got to wear it the
Pointing
right way.
Camera at your crotch, otherwise it's fine.
Well, you slipped into the Arnold voice a couple times. It explains that you were going commando.
I suck.
Alright, so I guess Vincenzo's gonna be blacking out his
No, I'm just going to go outside the room and change real quick.
okay.
And Smish,
Um,
pulling that
yeah.
Christopher Walken accent out of your ass. Alright, I'll be right back, guys. Good.
Tanzanite gems.
Tanzanite
were
gems.
My grandfather's eyes.
Crazy.
My diner, I'll never know.
I will give a. I'm gonna give one last kilt spin before I go change.
Ooh, shake it.
Oh man.
In 10 seconds, we'll say, ooh.
Ooh. Ooh.
I feel like I should get my guitar, but I have to turn off push to talk.
Yeah.
All right, now I'm going to change. Be right back.
I have guitar too. But I
So
can't
we could you could okay, because I was gonna say like we can have it set up next time.
Oh my god, he's
And then just,
spinning, spinning.
Oh,
Am I
man.
looking at a girl right now, or no? Those hairy arms. That's the big guy.
Into the future.
Vincenzo would definitely make it onto some sort of subreddit.
Anybody in the chat that was watching us today, just want to say thanks for following and for hosting and spreading the word. We really appreciate it. Shout out to everybody on the Reddit. screenwriters group on Discord and the writers room. I know some of you guys were talking in your own Discord groups rather than on the Twitch channel. I saw you, and it's cool to have you with us. If anybody in the chat has any questions, thoughts, or comments for our writer on this script, please type them in there and we'll respond. But I'm going to just go ahead and start off by saying what I liked, didn't like, or was confused about. And really, I really liked it. I loved that it was fast-paced. We read that probably faster than any script that we've done before. It was a lot of fun to read. It had a lot of great dialogue, funny arguments. Someone said it was kind of like a Tarantino movie. I agree. I felt like the only thing, besides a few like formatting things like hanging words and a lot of choreography, which Greg will probably talk about, the only thing I wish it had was like a little bit more heart, as in why does Danny need to get those gems? So that I could be invested a little bit more for him. But maybe it's good that we don't have that to keep it lighter. But if there was like some heartfelt reason why that would change his life, then I would be on board more with the protagonist.
You're absolutely right. The script, the heart of the script is actually the friendship between Eddie and Danny.
Yeah.
And I think the lack of heart throughout the rest of the plot and the characters is felt because Eddie and Danny, the most dynamic relationship in the script, are separated at the beginning in the second act. And then they do not come back together at all throughout the entire story. And it was a damn shame when I saw it happen this way, because I actually thought Eddie was the most compelling character in the story. He was the, Script Shadow was talking about negative element. And there is a negative element in between Eddie and Danny from the very first moment they're arguing about the sprite and the attitude. And that, when it like replaced itself with the negative element between Kennedy and the characters, and Kennedy was the other most strongest character. I don't know. I just
for
felt
sure.
Like
she had a really good goal. Like she wanted to like go to school and get her PhD and all this kind of stuff. So I actually felt more attached to Kennedy because I knew what she wanted and it was something good and pure.
Exactly. You know? But the problem was that Kennedy didn't have an emotional connection with any other character. She would play off other people. You know, like sure we have the Eddie Eddie Danny dynamic. But then Kennedy is sort of like this lone female gunman. She's as afraid of the boss and is separate from the boss as everybody else. You know, so it's like she doesn't really have like that sidekick dual buddy. So she sort of stands out in that respect, but she also kind of stands alone.
I think for Kennedy too, when I first read the line about the whole biology thesis, it was really hard for me to believe. And, you know, later she talks about it more, which I like, so it's not just, like, stuck in there. But I wish that it was incorporated a little bit more visually. Like, maybe if she's reading a book at the stripper club, just something, because I immediately thought it's like, oh, a needle that gives you AIDS. You could easily find that at a stripper club. Like, she doesn't need
totally
about biology. So.
Right. Yeah, no, that's a really good point.
But I do like the heart, you know, like she has something more, that her reason for wanting the gem.
Like I kind of wish that maybe Danny and Eddie wanted to do it for their mom or something. You know, like yes, the relationship between them was great, but what was their reason for those gems?
Here's what I think, and I think this would be a solve for the script. Eddie should never end up in the police precincts. That entire through line should be cut. They should escape somehow. And then there should be a B-plot that Eddie has to actively participate in and seek out. And throughout the B-plot, Eddie and Danny could be constantly communicating via phone to build up to the final phone confrontation. Eddie could be doing something. Does that make sense? Instead of him suddenly rotting in a jail cell after we're a third of the way through the script, he could be seeking something else. Especially since the script is light, 93 pages. You could have 8 pages, 10 pages of Eddie doing stuff, and it's not going to impact page length, but it'll flesh out the characters and the relationships a bit more. You have all this opportunity, especially with I know Frog's writing style pretty well. This is the second script to his that I've gone through. His other one, which I'm sure we'll do a table read of eventually, his writing is improving with each script for sure. But like Smish said, I would bring it up. The choreography is staccato and overdone, and I just think that's something that you get better with over time as you write more. You get more used to saying more in a smaller amount of space.
It did.
And I
seem
know,
like the choreography was taking a lot of some of the spaces on the pages.
yeah, and I think part of that has to do with the idea that we're getting this live, almost like 24 every minute that goes by is a continuous through point. So there's this urge for the writer to say this person's doing this person's doing that. And I know early on, I always struggled with, well, you cut to scene and you cut back into a car, you have to say who's in the car again, or or it's like this need to describe everything. And I think you'll find that really a lot of the description isn't necessary. Like, you can just hone it down, save the space, and then use that space to put in more story. Because I feel like, when it comes to the emotion, when it comes to the heart, there can be more added just by adding more to the story. Another element, another thing that adds extra urgency, another negative element to the script entirely.
Yeah, this is something that I only learned myself, like, in the past couple of months. So I did this too, and you said that, it comes with experience, that you start to eliminate that choreography stuff. But someone, I think it might have been Final Boss that, said it once. It's a difference between saying, like, someone's behind the bar, they turn behind them, they grab the bottle, they turn back, they pick up a glass, and they pour the liquor into the bottle, then push it to the patron, and, Bobby pours Johnny a glass of rum.
Yeah.
Right? And what Frog is doing is the first one, where it's Val turns to the left, Val looks. She stops walking. He keeps walking, and it's staccato, like you said.
Right. Rather than they toss Danny in the trunk, hop in the car, and speed off.
Totes. My goats. What? Ow.
Literally, I can't.
Literally, I can't.
And anyways, in like when you were mentioning the Tarantino thing, I said that it ended like a Tarantino film where almost everyone is dead. I mean, that was like the only thing I could really think of.
Well, it's a trope.
Yeah.
It's a trope. And in a comedy, somebody gets married, and in a tragedy, people die.
Well, I thought it was the gems
like
and the
comedy
briefcase, in the Pulp Fiction movie,
Well,
where we never see what's in the briefcase, and then there's like this orange glow coming out.
Yeah,
exactly.
There's a reference to Pulp Fiction.
Plot didn't really seem like it was going.
Was there?
Wait, you mean there was another reference specifically to Pulp Fiction in the story?
No, I thought like the ending very much reminded me of wow, Reservoir Dogs. There we go. I had a brain fart for whatever reason.
Okay. Yeah. Well, I mean, I think it's dangerous to have the glowing briefcase because we start with two people in a diner, and that's also how Pulp Fiction begins and ends. So, so it's dangerous to have the shout-outs.
Those are where the similarity pretty much ends, because the plot isn't like going through different periods of time, following different characters constantly. It's one set path for the script, so that's not like Tarantino's films. They always kind of change times.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Actually, sorry.
Go ahead.
Yeah, what I was gonna say, it's like, and this is more just a formatting thing, but with the slugs, like, it really threw me off, like, what sort of time was going on throughout all of this, because, in the slugs, it would just keep saying same as opposed to day, night, continuous, or that sort of thing. So that always kind of threw me off a little as a reader.
Right. What that is really is it's someone slightly fresh to screenwriting where they're still following basic industry standard. Because technically, it's correct. You would have same, 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 same. You know,
Huh, all right.
technically, all of that can be eliminated, and you could have a literal note in the beginning of the script. Note: this script takes place in real time. Each scene, consecutively after the one before it, something like that. So you don't have to have the same.
Yeah, well,
Okay.
basically, like, same just means this is happening at the exact same time, but in a different location that is not adjacent to the location we're in. So if we were going from one scene to another and they were adjacent, then you would use continuous. But if you're going from one location to another and they're not adjacent, they're in two different places, but we're still happening at the exact same time, then you say
Right.
same.
Exactly.
Right, okay.
And we have that continuous and same in here, but it's like it's to the point where it's literally it caused a distraction. Someone said they were distracted by it, so it's eliminated altogether, and just have day, and it'll never be an issue. Like it's a directorial thing. It can be
Yeah.
solved with a note in the beginning.
You mean
Another
just
thing-
use mini slugs?
This is super minor. When you start using a pronoun to repeat characters, for example, you have Ray and Charles, they're the twins, and then in the prose you say the twins do this, the twins do that, capitalize the pronoun to remind the reader that it's a character.
The real question
Yeah.
is whatever happened to Ray?
What happened to Ray?
He stayed concussed, I think.
Poor Ray.
I know.
Forget. I want to read the chat really quickly, and I apologize if you guys addressed this, but I asked Frog if he had any questions. He says, yeah, I was thinking about adding in a B plot. How would you handle how Danny gets away from the police officer and to the strip club?
Well, that's essentially the question that all writers must face, which is you write your characters into a corner, and then you have to figure out a way to write them out of the corner that doesn't break the suspension of disbelief and also isn't your first choice that people would be able to expect. I famously, I think my favorite example of this is from 24, when Jack Bauer is chasing after a terrorist, and he has to keep the terrorist from leaving this gas station. He cannot let the terrorist move on and go, or otherwise their whole plan is screwed. So he goes to the gas station and he holds the place up, and he takes everybody hostage, including the terrorist hostage. And a cop shows up and he beats the cop up and holds the cop hostage. It's a not a writer's first choice. It's surprising, and it gets him out of that situation. How do they get away from the gas station if the cops have them surrounded? I don't know. Maybe they go. Who knows? Maybe you tweak the scene and make it slightly different to allow for that unique escape moment. What do you guys think?
So I think most of the time it's better to remove the corner, if it's possible. There is a long-standing trope going on right now where people are faced with, instead of facing a challenge, they face insurmountable odds, and viewers really just lose it there. So a lot of times, just making the corner not a corner anymore is a great option.
It could change from a whole bunch of cop cars to two. Make it reasonable odds.
Mm-hmm.
Making the escape reasonable.
Yeah, still putting them in the corner, but not making it like, how are they gonna, impossible essentially. Yeah.
Right. Then the dramatic point of the scene becomes when the gas attendant comes out with the gun, as opposed to all right, the gas attendant has a gun, but there's 20 cop cars around. It's almost comic. If there's one cop car and two cops, sheriff and a deputy, then it becomes dramatic.
Okay, I also wanted to say that I liked the characters. Like, I felt like each character was unique. They had their own thing. They often spoke in their own way. Obviously, having different accents helps a lot. What did you guys think about the character work in this script?
I really like Frog's dialogue. I think he's strong with dialogue.
Very good dialogue. Yeah.
Dialogue was great.
Yeah, I like to. I just agree with Smish what you said earlier about why Danny needs the gems. Like I feel like that kind of would color like the whole rest of the dialogue for me. It makes me pay attention that much more.
Totally,
I kind of got the idea that the reason Danny was doing it. I almost kind of got the idea, and I could be completely wrong, that Danny was hired, right? Wasn't he hired, Danny and Eddie? It seems like they were hired because
they were hired, but they're risking their lives for this job. So
right.
Were they
right.
hired?
Well,
I thought they were in the mafia, so they were just told.
Oh yeah,
just
yeah,
soldiers
they've
in the
been-
Irish mafia. They just get a job and they got to do what they got to do.
Well,
I mean, on top of
soldiers. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, they're part of the. The way I understood is that they're part of the mafia, and this job, they probably fucked up before, and I think that wasn't directly referenced to in the dialogue in that diner scene in the intro. But what it seemed, it's like, look, we've already messed up. We don't want our we don't want our balls fed to the fucking tiger. So let's just get this done and move on. I think that's kind of how they were going about it.
Oh, did we ever have a payoff? Tiger? I might have missed it. Did we? What was the last thing we saw with the tiger? Did he eat somebody's dick?
He did eat somebody's dick.
Itty Bob.
Was that at the very beginning?
Yeah, he ate Bob's dick.
Who the fuck is Bob?
Yeah.
He was this guy that was panicking.
Oh yeah, okay. Sorry, sometimes when I'm a reader and I'm thinking about my next line and trying to get the accent going, I miss a little bit of the description line. So I apologize.
Yeah, same here.
I missed that, but I was just thinking, did we have an epic ending for Tom's last scene? Because that's quite a character, this dick-eating tiger.
So
I mean, he's in the log
Reason
line,
for black. You just see Tom licking his paws. Yeah.
playing with a penis, a black one.
with the cup dildo thing.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
That's such a good way to bookend this conversation. We started talking about dildos.
Funnel dildos.
Yeah, there we go. The funnel dildo.
Do you want to pee standing up? Do we have a product for you?
So I might be reading too much into the characters of Eddie and hold on. Anyway, Eddie and Danny. So in actual New York mafia and the La Cosa Nostra stuff,
You're talking
there were
about
plenty
the
of
mob.
people.
The Italian mob.
Yeah, there were plenty of people in that mid-level or lower mid-level positions who they may have done important things like they were over a bunch of street dealers and they were in charge of keeping them honest, but they also were the ones that started the boss's car, and they really didn't want to be in there. So there's a lot of cases where people would turn informant because they couldn't get out of that position. Otherwise, they were working to get out of it. And if these two are working to stop working with Val, that's their goal. I think that would be a really believable thing, and that's kind of what I assumed going in, because they obviously don't like it.
I think it's different when it comes to the Irish mafia as opposed to the Italian, because people aren't really going to flip, because really there's it's a nationality. Sure, there's national culture, but Ireland is fiercely, anti-British. And if someone's in the mob, usually it's because they have a reason to, and family. But I agree with you about there being more of a dynamic with motives and understanding the characters and making it crystal clear who they're working for and why.
I think there's also something to be added to that. We've brought up Tarantino a lot, but there's another genre of film I think this fits into is maybe a nuance, which is fiasco films. And we're talking about stuff like Burn After Reading and things like that, where you enter in, you have characters that you don't have to be sympathetic with because they're going to get what they deserve at the end. And so you do with this script. I did like a lot of the characters. I especially like Kennedy, and I loved a lot of her dialogue. But at the end, she was kind of a ruthless killer. And then she gets it in the end in this film, and it kind of makes sense, and it plays into that whole disaster thing where nobody wins.
It's very tempting to write a nice script where everyone dies, except for a few characters. The very first script I ever wrote, that's the very first feature script that I ever wrote. Everyone died in the end except for one. There's that idea, that inherent idea, that all right, everyone is going to die and everyone's going to be finished. The story ends with them. It's a nice punctuation. It's a simple way to put a bow on a story. I think the tough part is giving it proper gravitas. So if you emotionally connect to a character, you feel their death. You don't want it to feel gratuitous, But I think it's okay. I think it's fine for everyone to die at the end. It's classic. It's a classic move. It just needs to be done tactfully.
And I think as more drafts go on, that could definitely be worked on, because I don't think it's a bad punctuation for this story. It just needs a little bit more work to have that sense of gravitas and
like some more build up.
Yeah, for sure.
You need build up for something that's probably about to happen, just from the suspense and what's being built upon it.
I agree with you totally. I think the problem is the normal 3-act structure, because technically the full climax of the story doesn't happen at the very end. It happens 15 pages before, and then there's that come down. Typically in normal 3-act structure, and if you end very close to having everyone dead, the come down isn't enough. Here the come down is the emotional reconnection between Eddie and Danny, and it sort of drifts us and takes us to the end, so it's properly there in the structure. But if the script was 15 pages longer, had extra B story, had extra build up to those climax moments, then yeah, I think everyone would really enjoy it just that bit more, and then have that breath out for the very end.
Which twin survives to the very end? We were asking about
Ray, right?
Was concussioned.
I would kind of love it if he's in the office, and he's trying to find his way out, and he's obviously concussed, and he accidentally opens the tiger cage.
Yeah, that would be a good way to do it, because and I was gonna make a go back reference to Reservoir Dog. It didn't end at everyone dying. We found, we see between Harvey Keitel and Mr. Orange. I'm remembering the character's name, not the actor. And we see it's just it's their emotional interaction. It's I was trying to save your ass, and you betrayed all of us and got us into the situation. Well, Blonde got them into that situation, but you get the idea. It's kind of there's a little bit more as a resolution, and then it ends. So I definitely agree with Greg's point to all that, because it definitely helps to either A, have that tag with a lion possibly eating Ray, which is the greatest idea ever, or B, just kind of leave a little more room to breathe there.
Wait, what do you mean about the lion eating Ray? Have it end lion eating Ray?
No, I just thought that would be a really funny tag. I don't know, I can't quite make any suggestions as to what that last bit is, but I do agree that it shouldn't just end with everyone dead, and that's because there's still Jenny, there's we mentioned Ray, Tom, and Eddie, so maybe, I don't know, or again, if it's rewritten with this other sort of B plot, it could maybe allude to that of some sort of way.
Yeah, if it ends with a B plot, I mean, if there is a B plot, then there could be some final scenes with Eddie.
Yeah.
Meow.
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 Yeah.
Meow.
I agree, meow. Meow. Concur, meow.
Tiger eating dick.
Alright, that's it, everybody. That's the air horn. Woo!
Alright. Thank you,
Okay.
Frog, for Raja, for sharing the script with us.
Yes, thank you,
Really
Frog.
appreciate
It was really good. Very impressive.
Thank you. It was a fun script to read.
Thank you, Senor Frog, for the script.
Ah,
And thank you, Vincenzo, for hosting.
yes, thank you, Vince, for hosting and planning this whole table read. It is a lot of work, assigning all the roles and everybody that volunteered today. We might have had a record amount of readers today, or tied with the most. I think we had 10 readers today, which is really good.
Yeah. I mean, we even had people
have-
sitting in here listening, too.
Yeah, that was
Yes.
really cool.
Yeah, so I just want to say real quick that we do have table reads tomorrow and Sunday as well. The only reason I'm doing so many fucking table reads is that everyone has been writing these scripts for the contest on Script Shadow. I don't know if this one is being entered, but I know Frog is entering his other script. And the script we're doing tomorrow is Devon's script, which we'll be doing privately on the Discord in here. And then Sunday we're doing Script Chick's script. So I'm really looking forward to doing both of those scripts, but we do need more readers. So if you're listening and you haven't volunteered already, we're doing tomorrow's at 3 p.m. Pacific, which is 6 p.m. Eastern, and we're doing Sundays at 2 p.m. Pacific, which is 5 p.m. Eastern. So if you're available for either of those table reads and you haven't signed up, please send me or Vince a message, and we'll get you on board for those.
Please do.
All right, cool. Also, rip in pieces Black Sabbath 4242.
Yes. He couldn't handle the funnel talk.
Yeah, he didn't like the dick talk, I think. He's like, well, I'm out of here. Like, was something I said?
Feels bad, man. Yeah, I saw that. That was really funny. What are you gonna do?
Not everyone wants to buy the product, so.
I mean, it's a great product. We should totally have him as our first sponsor for all this.
Switch Film Table Reads, sponsored by Black Dildo Dicks.
We had a unique partnership with UT Austin and their Dicks and Not Guns thing.
Oh my god.
Oh man.
But okay, so this is gonna be the end of it. I always like to host Gage Ziegman if none of our people are gonna be streaming. So is anyone gonna stream? No. Bueller.
Not me.
Bueller.
There is
Don't try to end like the Looney Tunes thing with Piggy.
That's all, folks.
That's all, folks.
What were you saying, Smish?
That was a terrible impression I did.
Smish got all quiet.
Bye, everybody.
Are you? Wait, no. I thought you were gonna give a recommendation.
Have a good night.
Oh, me? I mean, I was gonna say there is like a new writer I just found yesterday that's online right now, and he only has 3 people watching him. So if you wanted to give a new writer some viewers, I can give you a name.
Give it to us.
His name is Jess SD Fisher. Let me copy it into the chat for you.
And I posted how we do raids, guys. So read that little message right there, real quick. That'll explain how we do it. And we're gonna go in there and we're gonna spam it so much that we either get blocked or banned if they have a bot up.
That's awesome.
Woo!
So Cindy Smish posted it in the chat.
Okay, I posted the link to Jess SD Fisher.
Cool.
He is writing right now, so head to that channel.
You don't post anything until I say quiet on the set, though.
So what do we post? Because I've never done this before.
So you're gonna be copying everything from that slash me over.
I just popped out of the thing.
So what you do in the chat, Vince posted something that says /me lights camera raid. So you want to copy from where it says /me lights camera raid. Copy that, and that's what you're going to paste into Jess's chat once we host him.
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha. Cool.
And you can test it by pasting it into Vince's chat right now to show that it works. Watch, I'll do it. See what I did?
Yeah.
Try it. You got it. Even Script Chicks got it.
Hey. Woo! We're learning things together. Okay.
Alright, so all you guys head over there and I will post it in 1 second, okay?
Yep, I'm there. I'm ready.
Alright, thanks for watching, guys.
I'm Roddy.